I'm Sim from SOS from the Kids. Today I'm going to be joined by my mum Dory, my brother Noah, my cousin Cohen, and my aunt Miriam. Bryony, Eliana, Louie, Millie, Wynne and Lane, and Rahel Sophia. We will explain a bit about SOS from the Kids, who we are, how we tackle eco-anxiety, what our vision for the future is, and how you can join us using creativity as a united call for change. SOS from the Kids is a community of kids who love singing and want to protect nature. We write and sing songs as a form of climate activism. This was us in London for the September global climate strike in 2019. It all started when me and my mum wrote the song SOS from the Kids. This came out of our family talking about the terrible situation our planet was in. Me and Noah learned about climate change and the destruction of nature in school.
I remember seeing videos about the environmental cost of fast fashion and the decline of wildlife. Across the world, wildlife has declined by 2/3 in less than 50 years.
I've learnt that scientists have been telling us for 150 years that digging up and burning fossil fuels like coal, gas and oil is producing heat-trapping gases that's wrapping around the world like a blanket and heating it up. Scientists first warned the government 50 years ago. When we heard things like this at school, we went back and told our parents. Around this time, we watched David Attenborough's documentary, Climate Change: The Facts.
The truth of the situation hit our family hard.
Since we were really little, me and Noah always loved spending most of our time in nature. And we were so sad when we figured out it was being destroyed.
I couldn't say, don't worry about it, it's going to be fine, because it clearly wasn't fine. I needed to find a way to help them, to support them.
The facts have to be faced. People have been far too greedy. Big corporations and governments act like making money quickly is more important than caring for the planet, even though it will end up costing so much more to fix and end up hurting people.
I wanted to find a way to process our feelings and channel them into something positive. I'm a musician. I remember talking to a music therapist friend of mine who said that listening to and playing music can reduce anxiety and depression. It actually produces direct biological changes. It can reduce the heart rate, the blood pressure and cortisol levels. So it seemed a good idea to turn to music.
Come and sing.
Because Mum's a musician, it felt normal to write a song together.
They wrote their first song when Sim was 7 and Noah was 9.
I love singing, and when my mum started working on the song SOS from the Kids, I really wanted to join in.
When a draft recording was done, we got the boy's cousin Cohen involved and I played it to my sister Miriam.
Simmy! Simmy's the best! Simmy's the best!
We absolutely loved the song, and I thought it was just so incredibly powerful. And so we wanted to help Dory and Sim and Noah with this project. So we got the word out to all our friends at school and in the local community who love singing and also care about the environment. And the response was amazing. People came and they wanted to record on it, and they also wanted to come and be part of the video. So we got scenes of everyone singing together in the local village hall. And this was the video we came up with.
This is an SOS from the kids. All the grown-ups take note of this. We're finding our voice, calling you out. You can't leave the world in fire and drought. This is an SOS from the kids. Please change the story. Rewrite the plot. This beautiful love cannot be lost. Stop hurting our planet like you don't care. There's only one world for us to share. SOS from the kids. All the grown-ups take note of this. Wake up and see that you must make a change. The riches you seek will all be washed away. This is an SOS from the kids. Please change the story. Rewrite the plot. This beautiful love cannot be lost. Stop hurting our planet like you don't care. There's only one world for us to share. Don't listen to the fat cats, they only want their cream. Always needing oil for feeding their machines. We must care about the animals, care about the trees. I'll need help from you. You get help from me. Please change the story. Change the story. Rewrite the plot. This beautiful love cannot be lost. Cannot be lost. Stop hurting our planet like you don't care. There's only one world for us to share. This is an SOS from the kids. You can do better than this.
When we started writing the lyrics for the song, my mum said the words were a bit too heavy. Especially the bit which goes, don't listen to the fat cats, they only want their cream, always needing oil for feeding their machines. This was targeted to big corporations and governments who are hurting our planet and wildlife. I felt anger about this and really wanted to keep it in the song because it was targeting them and I wanted to make them rethink what they're doing to the planet. And soon my mum agreed.
So as soon as the new song was done, this newly formed group of children really wanted to use the song for activism, to spread awareness about this message. And me and Dorry heard about a really important meeting which was happening in Winchester at the county chambers, where the MPs were meeting to vote on whether to declare a climate emergency. And this new group of kids are really keen to go along and sing on the street outside as the politicians gathered to vote.
The kids want to sing again.
We thought it was just a really good idea because it was an opportunity for those politicians coming to feel the emotion of actually and the significance of what they were doing. Here is some kids who are the faces of the next generation who are just asking them, please change the story, let's care for our planet.
We wanted to encourage MPs to make the right choices. We got some great feedback from politicians saying it was heart-wrenching and that we'd moved them to hear us and to make greener laws to help the environment, as it's the future generations they need to be focusing on.
One of the county councillors. County councillor for Fleet.
Well done, that's the best protest I've seen this year.
SOS from the kids quickly became quite busy when people heard about this group of children and their song. They were often asked to come and sing at conferences, meetings, festivals.
It felt very purposeful and it was fun too.
Music is amazing for building community and strengthening friendships.
We use music as a call to action, trying to sing to those people who have power to make big changes for a greener future. Since then we have composed more songs and we will keep writing new songs to get our message across.
If you love singing like us, this is a really good way of getting involved with the environmental movement. I've always kind of known about climate change, but it's only when I did some research into it that I realised just how bad it was. I felt desperate, indignant, and I just wanted to shout at everyone and point out all the things we were doing to hurt our planet. When I heard about SOS from the kids, I immediately wanted to join because it's something I care about so much. My family have always been quite aware of the crisis and have tried to be as eco-friendly as possible, but it's amazing to be part of a bigger group of kids who campaign and try to reach those with power to make big changes in our society.
I love the fact that SOS from the Kids got invited to audition for Britain's Got Talent. Through this, it has reached a platform we could have never imagined.
This is some footage from our BGT audition. It was a great day.
This is an SOS from the kids. There's only one world for us to share.
Is it your own song?
I made it with my mum.
You did? 100% yes from me.
Got 4 yeses. Congratulations.
We got through to the semi-finals and it was really fun. But mainly it was incredible to hear messages from people all over the world who feel the same. They are also passionate about preserving nature and protecting our planet. We are also hearing from people who are suffering the effects of climate change right now, like dealing with fires or working to conserve water in their countries. It's very humbling when they've told us that they are encouraged by our songs.
Animals are dying. Together we can save our planet. Who's with me? Action.
As soon as we started to get into musical activism, we joined a big movement of kids who are speaking up for the planet. Not only do we get to have fun singing with our friends from SOS from the Kids, but we also get to connect with kids in eco-groups all over the world.
We really enjoy our rehearsals, but lately we've been doing them outside because of COVID-19. After the rehearsals we get to mess around, climb trees and even pick apples.
The benefits of musical activism are that it works well in different situations. It works on the street, in a grand concert hall and in a school assembly equally well.
Singing a song is a peaceful way to protest about climate change, and we always attract a crowd. It's an exciting way to get our message across. When we're singing and people stop to listen, it's very encouraging, because I feel like they're really taking it all in.
Music has the power to touch the heart, and this is something climate scientist Catherine Hayhoe talks about. She talks about the need to have things which touch the head and things which touch the heart, so that people start joining the dots to see that this is not just some far-off academic issue which is removed from their lives, but this is an issue which is actually affecting their fellow human beings right now.
The COVID-19 crisis has highlighted to us even more how important music is to us.
When you suddenly can't do something, you realise actually how much you miss it. We couldn't sing with big crowds of kids.
I also miss going to protests and singing to politicians. But lockdown gave us more time to enjoy nature and look after wildlife in our garden. We started doing more online activism that we could do from our own home.
Before lockdown, me, my dad and Sim made a song called Stand as One. Later, the rest of the choir joined to sing with us on Zoom.
We did our video Stand as One over Zoom. It was fun to see that this worked too. At least we could sing and see each other, even if it was online.
We're a generation trying to be heard. We fight with our voices, we fight with our words. There's a situation we cannot ignore. Let's not hurt our planet anymore. It's a beautiful world that we're living in. We don't want to lose one more living thing. It's a beautiful world, but it needs our help. Let's stand as one. This fight is real. Help us help our planet.
At the moment, we are able to meet in small groups again to work on new musical ideas. When the COVID restrictions ease up in the future, hopefully we will be better and more developed singers than we were before. Practicing is important because if we train our voices to be as good as possible, it helps us to be more effective communicators.
In these difficult times, it can be easy to lose sight of what we're aiming for. The future can seem pretty bleak and uncertain. A while ago, I found a speech that Noah had written at school, crumpled up in his school bag, and it really affected me.
I wrote a speech in English about what the future could be like if humans changed their ways.
Research shows that listening to uplifting lyrics increases positive thought, empathy, increases helping behaviour. I felt that what Noah had written was every parent's dream for their children. I felt that bringing Noah's idea to the choir and making it into a song may help people to think about what part they could play in achieving this future for their children.
Can you imagine how wonderful the world could be if we decided to live with nature in harmony? Clean air and oceans, no toxic poison chemicals. The forest teeming with animals, there's room for all. Can you imagine how it could be? Please can we make this reality? No one's too small to make a difference. There's room for you here by our side. We'll love and conserve the natural world and work for this future together. Can you imagine in your mind's eye what's possible? The world all powered by energy that's renewable. We'll learn not to waste and move away from plastic wrap. No longer sitting for 1,000 years as scrap. Can you imagine how it could be?
Please can we make this reality?
No one's too small to make a difference. There's room for you here by our side. We'll call for a change, for rules rearranged, and work for this future together.
Our vision for the future is where we live in balance with nature. If we protect nature, nature will protect us.
My future vision is one that is thoughtful, kind, and equal, and all humans and living things have a safe place to call home.
Here's David Attenborough's encouragement that we all have a part to play in a greener future.
Hello, my name is David Attenborough, and I want to let you know that you can make a difference to the future of our planet. We all have an important role to play in building a better future, and using your voice is the most powerful way to create lasting change. Right now, we have a window of opportunity that we can't afford to miss. We must rediscover how to live in balance with nature and help to create a better world for ourselves and for generations to come.
I hope you feel inspired to add your voice to the call for a greener future. If you like singing or just feel passionately about calling for change, then you may find that musical activism helps you to channel any eco-anxiety you may be feeling. Perhaps you could respond to WWF's Future Visions Challenge by writing a song of your own.
Finally, what I want to say is that while individual actions are very important, big changes are what we really need. We shouldn't criticise the people around us, because it's really hard to be environmentally friendly in the system we live in. The more you try to do the right thing, the more you realise that, and it's really frustrating.
We want the kind of change that governments can create by passing laws that help protect nature and reduce waste. We want to put the pressure back on the big polluters and make them responsible for cleaning up the mess that they create.
We ask for governments and businesses to take better care of the natural world.
We need them to introduce laws to incentivise sustainable and environmentally friendly alternatives.
This way, nature can continue to be enjoyed into the future.